What if I told you one of the world's most spoken languages, 230 million speakers, bigger than French, bigger than German, almost ceased to exist? Not because of a plague, not from a war, from a single government order. One decree, one signature, and suddenly 54 million people became strangers in their own land. Most people would stay quiet. They'd follow the herd to stay safe. But in 1952, a group of students decided that living in silence was a fate worse than death. Picture the map of 1952. A new country called Pakistan exists in two pieces, west and east, separated by over 1,000 miles of Indian territory. Imagine two strangers forced to share one passport while living worlds apart. They shared a religion, but that was it. In 1948, the Governor-General made a declaration that lit a slow fuse. Urdu, spoken by only 4% of the population, would be the only state language. But the majority lived in the east, and they spoke Bengali. This wasn't a debate about words. It was a power move. Urdu was the language of the elite. By making it official, they controlled the jobs, the exams, and the power. The message to the Bengalis was simple: speak our language or become invisible. February 21st, 1952, a Tuesday morning in Dhaka. Students arrived at the university carrying notebooks, not weapons. The government had banned all public gatherings. Stay home. Stay silent. They walked out anyway. The police didn't negotiate. They opened fire. Abul Barkat, a graduate student, took a bullet in the crowd. His last words? Asking if his mother knew where he was. Rafiquddin Ahmed wasn't even a protester. He was just in the city for his father's business. He was killed instantly. Jabbar and Salam also fell. Salam surviving the initial shots, only to die weeks later in April. As the news spread, fear didn't grow. Fury did. By nightfall, the entire city was on streets. Here's what most people never hear. 2 days later, grieving students built a memorial out of mud and bricks at the exact spot where the blood was shed. The Shaheed Minar. The government demolished it. The students built it again. It was torn down again. Build, destroy, rebuild. That blood became a seed. A young student leader named Sheikh Mujibur Rahman carried that fire forward. It took 4 years, but by 1956, the Constitution was finally amended to recognize Bengali. But the wound never healed. That movement for a language grew into a movement for a country. In 1971, after a brutal war, East Pakistan became a new nation, Bangladesh. A country literally born from the right to speak. Every February 21st, millions walk barefoot at midnight to lay flowers at that monument. In 1999, UNESCO made it permanent. February 21st is now International Mother Language Day, observed in every country on Earth, including yours.